What's up, Fight fans? It's Lexi from Fight Kitties, and it is time for some breaking news. Now, we have some exciting news where there was like a snippet that we saw a surprise coming for AEW's Rampage episode tonight. So it starts off, and we have Vince. Now he's backstage, and we see the Young Bucks, and they're actually going to go up against Rapunji Vince. Now, I hadn't heard of them prior to this, but they're there, they're ready. And then all of a sudden, we see the Young Bucks. They show up, and they're like, hey, we heard about your little interview that's going on. So we actually came in to, say hi. And then all of a sudden, they're just going at it with one another. This is them, like, talking. And then, boom, freaking Adam Cole shows up. And everybody, and I'm just, like, so confused. What is happening backstage right now? And then, we get Adam Cole. Now he comes out and he's helping the Young Bucks, and we just get a launch and an attack right to Rocky Romero and Brett Brewer. Like they set him up, and it was crazy. Like we get a kick right to the face to poor Trent, and then I'm like, I see this jacket, this Switchblade jacket, and I'm like, what is that? I've never seen that kind of jacket before, but I can hear the crowd kind of going like crazy over this jacket. And I'm like, okay, there's got to be some sort of significance to this jacket. And then freaking Jay White, it's Jay White, by the way, in this jacket. This is the grand old surprise. Now he comes in strong. He slams Rocky Romero into the AEW truck immediately. Look at Rocky Romero. He's like basically under the truck at this point. And everybody's like, oh my God, it's Jay White. So Jay White from New Japan Pro Wrestling has walked through the forbidden doors. And yeah, that was one of the grand old surprises. Now, the next surprise we had was Keith Lee. I have Manuel saying hello, good evening. Our next surprise of the night, we have Keith Lee. Now he comes out and the crowd, like we see Isaiah Cassidy, and he's there. He's in the ring and everybody's just kind of wondering, okay, what is this music that comes out? Boom. Keith Lee is there. He's coming out making his AEW debut. And like, I have never seen Keith Lee in a match before. And man, he is big. I mean, he is strong. He looks scary. He's like this version of he's like the wrestling Hulk. That's the best way I can explain to him what he looks like. He's like the wrestling Hulk. He comes out. Now the crowd clearly loves him. They know who he is. And it's kind of funny because he's like pausing. He's looking around. I feel like he was like, all right, this is my camera ready moment. This is going to be on all the headlines tomorrow. So let me look good. He literally was there like looking around, kind of taking it all in and like just smiling. I thought that was really funny. And like you had to see Cassidy's face. He's like, what? And I'm thinking like Isaiah Cassidy must be like shitting in his pants right now because that is one big guy. But no, he's not, because it like gets him riled up, like all hyped up. Hello, Manuel. He says, I like watching AEW wrestling too. Oh, that's awesome. Well, you definitely love our channel. We talk about all things AEW, WWE, all the good wrestling stuff. So back to this match, we get now Isaiah Cassidy. Like I assumed that maybe because he seemed so pumped up, he was gonna start, but no. Keith Lee immediately just like goes like and throws him. Like look at that. He throws him so far. Like to him, this was like throwing a ball. Like that's light work. That's nothing to him. I was looking at him and I had to keep pausing and being like going back. And I'm like, did this really just happen? And then, so once he's thrown across the ring, he gets a huge crossbody. Isaiah's trying to throw punches back. He's really trying, but the strength difference between the two of them, it is very visible. And then, Isaiah, I feel like didn't really stand a chance. And then we see Mark Quinn. He's like he tosses Cassidy into the ring. He's like, go in the ring. And he like totally shoulder blocks. Keith Lee totally shoulder blocks Isaiah. And it was just crazy. I mean, like Isaiah's like inside of the ring. And then he sees this happening, like this shoulder block happening. It's very clear who's dominating the match. And then freaking, what's his name? Matt Hardy. Is that his name? I think it's Matt Hardy. Yes, Matt Hardy walks out like he is pissed. It is visible that he did not like what was happening. And then I don't know at what point, I don't know why, but Mark Quinn decided it'd be a great idea to hold on to Keith's big old leg as if that was going to do anything. Like, he's not going anywhere. Like, look at that. Where are you going? Like, where do you think you're actually going to do with the man who's twice your size wrapping your arms around his leg? I have no idea. But Keith, it's funny because Keith just like shakes him off. It's like, it's like a bug to him. He's like, shakes him off. And then Keith with his strong, it's just literally the Hulk. I'm going to call him the Hulk now. He basically picks up Cassidy and like nothing, throws him on the floor, and then he picks his leg up and he's like, you know what? This is it. This is my win. Boom. He wins. And this was expected. The crowd, I think, is still in shock at the fact that he's even there. But Keith Lee is the winner, and he is now advancing to the Revolution ladder match, which is a big deal and quite exciting. So I'm not going to get into too much of the nitty-gritty details because me and Billy are going to be doing that tomorrow, and you'll be getting all of the fun details from the very beginning of the show to the very end of the show. There's a lot to cover, and I've only seen up to until this point, so I have some stuff to catch up on. I will see you guys tomorrow for 9 a.m. Kick-Ass and Coffee, and 10 a.m. we will be live talking about this epic episode of Dynamite. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any last comments or questions about tonight's episode, I'd be more than happy to hear about them. But until then, our comments are open. So we will be on checking, see if we got anything to say about tonight. And I'm going to go hop on and finish tonight's episode because I don't want to miss anything else. And I hope you guys have an amazing night. You guys are awesome. And until next time, I am Lexi. Bye, guys.